All right, welcome back to the channel. My name is Max Torno. In this video, I want to talk about the business ideas that will go very, very big in the next couple of years. So in this video, I'm going to be telling you exactly what these business models are, why these are so good. So at the end of the video, you'll have an exact, clear overview over what the most lucrative options will be for you, and also obviously how and why. So this is especially important for you if you're someone who likes the idea of being free, likes the idea of being your own boss, likes the idea of having a freedom business, as we call it, where you cannot get fired, where you have security, where you can make enough money to sustain yourself and maybe even give back to your loved ones, to your parents, to everyone else. So if that sounds good to you, let's get started.
Have you ever wondered whether there's more to life than a meaningless dead-end 9-to-5 job? Have you ever dreamed about breaking free, traveling the world, making good money while not having to worry that you could get fired? My name is Max Torno, and I've attained that freedom and I've attained that security. No more office dress code, no morning commute, no boss. This channel is for you, so here's to your freedom.
All right, so the first big type of business model I want to introduce to you here is any type of social coaching if it's done online. What do I mean by social coaching? Anything that helps people become more social, anything that helps people find their dream partner, anything that helps people become more self-confident or get more dates and so on and so forth. This was actually my very, very first online business that I've started many years ago, allowed me to make multiple 7 figures a year. That was way before I started pivoting over to online business coaching. And yeah, ever since then I have many clients in that realm. I mean, we can show some of that. Editing team, edit some of those in. You can easily make your first 10, 20K a month with that without a big brand, without needing social media, without having a big YouTube and so on and so forth. It's absolutely not necessary. Why is this so key? Well, if you look at where the world is heading right now, we constantly get more and more disconnected. I'm not talking to you in person here, you're being talked to here on YouTube, and people communicate much more over text and Instagram and whatnot. But ultimately, the human need for connection, the human need for finding a partner that is compatible to them, the human need for finding friendships and so on and so forth is still there. It is in fact more prevalent than ever before because people are just lacking these soft skills. And if you come in and say, hey, I can help you with that, I can get you to the end result, you're going to be golden. Most importantly, if you do that online. Now, it's kind of funny because I just said, hey, everything is online, therefore people need much more help being social. Well, but online is where everybody's operating in, all right? So general business wisdom here is always be where people's attention is. Right? People's attention is not necessary in real life. People's attention is online, on YouTube, on Instagram, and so on and so forth. And like I said, you do not need to have a lot of followers in there. You just have to be there. More about that later. The other very important niche is health coaching for very similar reasons. People aren't healthy anymore. People are addicted to nicotine, to caffeine, to carbohydrates, to unhealthy food. If you have any type of expertise in fitness, if you know a lot about nutrition, if you know a lot about healthy lifestyle, if you know a lot about a certain sport, you can be golden in there. I mean, especially in 2020, once the whole quarantine thing started in March 2020, that was where that industry completely blew up. I mean, some of our clients ended up making, 19K in the first month, 12K, and so on and so forth. That's really, really powerful because, again, this is usually a profession where people used to have an in-person personal trainer, for example, or they would, go into the gym and so on and so forth, but then they were deprived of that, and then there was this huge flock of people, this huge amount of people that would just flock towards doing this online because they said, well, my personal trainer is not there, the gym is closed, how can I still stay healthy? And then, of course, people that were positioned well in online coaching for nutrition, for sports and so on and so forth, they were booming because it was just so much easier for them to get clients. And funnily enough, if you now think, oh, but this will all go down once everything opens up and goes back to normal, that's also incorrect because all these people that used to have the expertise, that used to have access to that expertise offline, they now experience the convenience of being coached online. And once you experience the convenience of that, it's very hard to go back. So that's definitely an industry that is going to grow over the next couple of years. Very, very good. I'm always looking at my notes here. The other thing, before I forget, if you haven't done so yet, give me a follow on my Instagram account. It's very important because I'm posting daily value nuggets on there. I'm posting almost every day on the feed. I'm doing live streams on there multiple times a week. I'm posting on the stories. I'm just trying to inspire as much as possible to really show you what the life of an online coach looks like. And obviously I'm also dropping value nuggets in there. Most importantly though, I'm also replying to all DMs. So if you have any specific questions, feel free to send me a DM. The other account that I can very, very strongly recommend to you is our Freedom Business Mentoring Instagram account. We're going to show that here on the side somewhere as well. On there, we're posting our most exciting client stories. We're posting more value nuggets on there. We're posting motivation, inspiration that is not watered down mainstream BS. We're a little different, but obviously that's what works best. So I'm going to show both Instagram accounts here. Go give us a follow if you haven't done so yet. The third big niche is skill coaching. All right, any type of skill that you have or that you're good at is really, really good. For example, language. You're good at a specific language. We have had a client who made, how much was it? You remember 30K, 32K or something with online Spanish coaching. We can show that here as well. That's fantastic. Programming, we've had clients making 100K in 3 months with that. If you're good at programming, you can easily turn that into money. Instruments, it's crazy. Nowadays, you can do all these things online. So if you're doing online coaching for any type of skill that you have, that's going to blow up even more for the exact same reasons. People used to have offline teachers. Now people want to go online more. And the interesting thing here is a lot of people think, oh, I'm not skilled enough. I don't have 10 years of experience. I don't have a degree in that. All these things are not necessary. They're obviously nice to have, but they're not necessary to get the foot in the door and to get started. You can easily make your first 10, 20K a month with that without a degree, without being the 10 out of 10 expert in there. I always put it like this: if you're 2 to 3 steps ahead of the average person, that's golden. That's good enough for you to start. Obviously, it shouldn't stay like that and you want to continuously progress, but you can progress as you're already getting clients, as you're already making money with that, and therefore basically getting paid for getting better at that craft, better at that skill. And that's a very beautiful thing. The other thing that you have to realize, as you can see, I'm going through this relatively quickly, but I just want to give you as much content here as possible. What you have to realize is people are waking up more and more to the idea of not only doing things online, as I said before, but also they're waking up to the idea of being coached. People are literally becoming more and more coachable, and that's a wonderful direction that we're heading to. You know, I'm being coached in all the areas that are important for my life. I'm still being coached in business, for example, even though we're making multiple 7 figures a year. I'm being coached in fitness, nutrition, team building, and so on and so forth, because people realize, like, hey, why would I make my own mistakes that cost me a lot of time and energy if I could just hire someone who's made these mistakes for me? And therefore, things are becoming much more easier, and people can get results much faster. So again, if you're positioned in any of these niches as an online coach or as an online service provider, you'll be golden. And that's literally what changed my life with my very, very first business back in 2013, 14 when I started. You know, it allowed me to travel the world. It allowed me to give back to my family once I started making more and more money. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to support my mom, who's been there for me and my siblings for so many years, to support my dad, who's been there for me and my siblings for so many years. And I get to share experiences with them. I get to share experience with my loved ones. And it gives me this, you have to realize, like, when you're on your purpose and you're making good money, you can help yourself, you can feel empowered, but you can also help other people. And that's where there's just so much fulfillment coming in. You really feel fulfilled and happy and passionate about something instead of withering away in a 9-to-5 dead-end cubicle, you know. Anyways, when you say this sounds great, when you say, hey, this sounds fantastic, how can I get started? You're throwing these numbers around, this is insane, how does this work? What are all these people, all these testimonials, how can I get started? Well, you can book a free consulting call either with me directly or with an expert coach from my team. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a link down in the description. You can use that link to book a free consulting call with us. The way this works is the following. Pay attention, it's a very simple process. First of all, you click that link down in the description. That link then brings you to a page. I want you to read through that page. Sit down, read through the page, and then at the bottom of that page there's an application. So you scroll down after reading, or you read as you're scrolling down, and then at the bottom there's an application. You fill that out, it takes you 2 minutes. That's just a little bit of general information for us, and then you can book the exact date and time where you want us to call you. Now, number one, you'll be talking to a real person, not a bot or some automation or something like that. You'll be talking to a real expert, either me, myself, or someone from my team. Number two, you will not get some generalized BS mainstream advice. You'll get some hardcore advice that we've been working on for many, many years with hundreds of clients that is exactly aimed at getting you the result that you want in that field right? Specifically customized to your exact situation, right? And yeah, once you're on the call, we can talk about what exactly it is that you got to be doing. If you then want to become our client, you want to work long-term with us, we can obviously talk about that as well on that call. But other than that, link down in the description for you to book that call. And yeah, that's it. So if you're someone who's spending hours and hours in an unfulfilling job, you're in a cubicle, you hate it, you have to commute a lot, and you're sick and tired of that, and maybe you feel unfulfilled, then this call is exactly for you. We can help you break free from that cage. We can make it happen. We've done it for many, many people before. So yeah, link down in the description below. Talk to you very, very soon. Cheers and bye-bye.
The first close!
Okay.
What's up, FBM?
Thank you, Max, again for the call, for your support, and it gave me a good feeling. Like I don't have to feel pressure. Anyway, I was nervous as hell, but whatever. One of the guys from LinkedIn were pretty interested, and yeah, I went there and I made actually an interview with him, and on the end of the interview I just closed him.
For how much?
1.6k
Euros.
Yeah.